But it's a 35-yard line at Denison's territory, and if they can score here, that is not good news for Denison.
Not the way the Jackets wanted to start the second half off. And we're going to get an update in just a moment. Notice this at the end of the first half, and Dwan Gentry comes out of the pile limping. And we'll see if he's nursing any type of ankle or ham or groin injury. He is in the ballgame defensively. Zachary, the quarterback, play action on first down. He's going to throw for the end zone for Bohannon. It's picked off by Gentry at the 2-yard line. Back to the 10, up to the 15, 20, trying to find blocks, and he is going to get out to the 22-yard line. He's pretty upset that there is might have been a face mask. He was pretty upset, but Gentry is going to return it from the 2 out to the 22. So one play later, Gentry returns the favor. We don't call him prime time for nothing, do we?
Well, turnover after turnover. We've seen 2 plays here and 2 turnovers.
Well, you did mention something that's worth noting again. Dwan Gentry is usually about as sure-handed with the football as they come. He has not struggled with turning the ball over at all this year, and somewhat uncharacteristic for him. Just a moment ago, he is going to actually check out of the ball game. Flemings is going to be the tailback behind Ryan Johnson. Johnson loses the football. It's on the turf again, and the Pirates may have recovered it yet again. Nope, the Jackets were able to get back on it. It was a poor exchange from Casey Price to Ryan Johnson. He never had it, so 3 plays in the second half and 3 botched handles, I guess you would call it, of the football. 2 real turnovers, 1 near turnover.
Well, the good thing about that near turnover is that it gained 3 yards.
Well, Gentry is still on the sidelines. Fleming is the tailback. Flemings, rather. I formation. Offset I look for Casey Price. 2nd down and 8. He is going to turn. Runs the options. Going to pitch it to Flemings. He's got the 25-yard line and is going to be stopped shy of the 30 at the 28-yard line. So that'll be a 3-yard pickup. 3rd down and short coming up into Juan. Primetime steps back into the ball game. Let's try to track down Jason Fuzzy Smith on the sidelines and see if he has an update for us about DeJuan's condition. Jason?
Guys, as far as I can tell, there's DeJuan's just a little winded. There's no serious injury.
Okay, that's good news. As DeJuan is back in the ballgame, the power I, 2 tight set, 3rd down and 4. The power will shift to the right wing spot. Gentry gets the toss right side. He's going to try to get outside. 35, 40, 45, cuts it inside to the 50. Still trying to find a block. 45-yard line to the 40, 35. If he can get past one man, he could go all the way. He can't do it. Goes down at the 25-yard line, and Gentry proves that he is all right as he is going to take it 47 yards, 1st and 10, Denison from the Wylie 25.
I'm telling you, he had more moves than James Brown on that play. He was shaking and baking. He put 2 guys, he made 2 moves. 2 of them fell down. I'm telling you, he made a move on number 70, which is Juan Guerrero, that you just don't see at the high school level.
Not very often. Brandon Fouts, the right corner, the man that stopped him from taking it into the end zone. I formation look, 1 man. That's Landon Powell to the far side. Handoff. Ryan Johnson, he is going to pick up 2 or 3 tough yards inside to the 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and a long 8 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. And Gentry with that carry moves well over the 150-yard mark on the night.
I'm still in awe over that run. I don't think I've seen one quite that shifty since, you see some of those in professional. You've seen Barry Sanders make runs like that, but you just don't see that at the high school level.
Made some moves that would have made Elvis blush. Offset I look for the Yellow Jackets. Landon Powell will be the wideout. This is going to be Casey Price throwing for Powell. Has him inside the 20 at the 15. He breaks free to the 10-5. Stick it in the end zone. Put it on the scoreboard. Landon Powell has put it in the end zone. That is a 23-yard touchdown pass from Casey Price, and it is Landon Powell's first touchdown reception of the year. And what a time for it to come. So after the Yellow Jackets turn it over on the first play from scrimmage in the second half, they get it back on a DeJuan Gentry interception, nearly turn it over, but then take care of business and get it in the end zone.
Great job of offensive execution there.
Great job. Casey Price puts the ball on the tee, and Jonathan Hensley has made the score. 21-14, 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Back in a moment on Katy Country with more Denison High School football. Back at Pirates Stadium, as we prepare for the Cable One kickoff from James Butler, Brandon Fouts, Chris Bohannon, and Mr. Lucky himself is back there for the Wylie Pirates. You hear the home crowd come to life. Jason Lucky also back there. This is going to be a squib kick. Bohannon is going to take at the 15 on the fly up to the 20. 25 breaks free to the 40. 45, a man to beat. He can't do it. Goes down at the 45. This guy has turned what should have been tackles back around the 30-yard line repeatedly into big gains out deep into either Pirate territory or into Yellow Jacket territory on the stop for spool for the Yellow Jackets, perhaps saving a touchdown.
That one, 78 yards on 6 plays, but took 2.5 minutes. The big run was the 47-yard by Gentry, and the pass was 23 yards from Casey Price to Landon Powell, and it's 21-14. Denison takes the lead.
3-receiver look. Dan Hansen comes in motion. Zachary, the quarterback again. He's going to hand it off on the counter play to Joey Scott, who's going to pick up a couple of tough yards off left tackle. And it will be second down and about 8 yards to go. 8:38 and cranking in the third quarter here on KMKT. Lynn Burkhead, Monte Walker and the rest of the crew. 21-14. Denison in the lead, fighting for their very playoff lives. It's just this simple, folks. The Jackets have to win out if they have any hopes of advancing to the playoffs once again in the 1990s. Second down, and we'll call it 9 yards to go. 3 receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 far. Dan Hansen in motion. Left to right on the radio dial for the Pirates. Zachary, deep handoff to Jason Lucky, trying to get outside. Can't do it. Javier Sanchez lassos him and ropes him out of bounds after a short gain. Third down and long coming up with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter of play.
Good job by Sanchez there, riding him out of bounds. Scraped nicely, went to the sideline, and just ran out of room.
Well, we talked about Javier being Javier on the spot. That time, a little bit of cowboy action as he just reached out, grabbed that little doggy from behind, and said, "Come here, fella." Third down and 8, 5 of 8 in the third down conversion department for the Pirates. 3-receiver look. And calling for the ball, Zachary going to throw it. It's complete, but short of the first down by about a half step, actually. It was the quick look in. And on the reception was Brandon Fouts. And it is going to be about 1 step shy of the first down yardage necessary. Fourth down coming up, and the Pirates, there's not a whole lot of question what they're going to do here. They've been able to run the ball all night long, and fourth down and 1. They don't have anything to lose, down 21-14. The ball at the 44 in Denison territory. What a time for the Yellow Jackets to play some great run defense. The Pirates are going to call a timeout to discuss things. We're going to join them. 7:31 to go in the third. 21-14 Denison in the lead. Back in a moment on Katy Country with more Denison High School football. Wishbone look, Zachary's going to roll and throw, has the man wide open, Brandon Rollins at the 20, cuts inside, he's gone, touchdown Wylie. On fourth down and 1, the Pirates come out in the wishbone look. Eric Zachary fakes it to the bone, rolls out to the right, finds a wide open Brandon Rollins on the near sideline, the tight end, and he takes it in from 44 yards out. And with 7:20 to go in the third quarter of play, it is 21-20, Denison in the lead, but probably not for long. Miller on for the PAT, Gossett to hold. It's a high snap, Gossett gets it down, Miller puts the foot into it, and the kick is good. 7:20 to go in the third quarter, 21-21, Wylie and Denison knotted up. Back in a moment on Katy Country with more Denison High School football. Well, if there was any doubt that the Pirates had come to play to win this game, they've put them away. They have come to play, and they have knotted the score 21 apiece. Miller is going to put the foot into it on the Cable One kickoff. Gentry is going to field it on a hop at the 5-yard line. Comes up the middle of the field, tries to find a seam. Can't find it. He broke outside for just a moment, but he went down at the 26-yard line, and the Yellow Jackets start bottled up deep in their own end again, going into that stiff southerly breeze of 15 to 20 miles an hour. Let's check in down on the sidelines with the Fuzzinator, Jason Fuzzy Smith. Jason, Big Mo starting to shift over to the maroon and white side. Well, we apologize once again for the technical difficulties. And Yellow Jackets going to face maroon and white 2 consecutive weeks. Of course, the Pirates tonight. And then next week, traveling to Bearcat Stadium for the finale of the regular season. Jackets hope it's not the finale of football for this century. They'll have to win tonight and next week. Gentry with a carry right up the middle, nowhere to go. Short gain of perhaps 1 yard on the play on the stop for the Pirates, Brandon Vera. And it'll be second down and long with 6:58 to go in the third quarter. 21 all, Denison and Wylie.
Wow, what a game we've got going here. Back and forth, back and forth.
Well, we have promised you, we started off the season and promised you Yellow Jackets would be exciting if nothing else, and this is going to be a game that goes down to the wire. This is going to be a delayed handoff. Gentry trying to bounce outside to the 20. Nope, it's not Gentry. That's going to be Landon Powell. And Landon Powell cannot get outside. He picked up 2 or 3 tough yards. It's going to be third down to about 7 coming up. So the Pirates beginning to figure out a few answers defensively. Denison has been unable to do that at this point.
Denison showing a different look there, running the counter trap with Landon Powell. That's something we haven't seen a lot of this year.
Gentry will dot the I. A power look for the Jackets on third down, nearly 5 to go. Too tight set. Now the power shifts to the right. And this is going to be Price tossing it right side. Gentry cuts it back inside, gets it blocked to the 40, gets outside, 45. Look out, he may be gone. 40, 35, 30. Kiss him goodbye to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Stick it in the end zone. Prime time lights the scoreboard up again. 57 yards, 67 yards rather, and it is prime time on the touchdown.
Prime time. Prime time. Holy cow.
Stick it in the end zone, put it on the scoreboard. When that young man is on the field, you've got a chance to win every game you're at. And the Yellow Jackets, DeJuan Gentry just took it 67 to pay dirt, his second lengthy touchdown run of the night. 231 yards rushing on, get this, 16 carries for DeJuan Gentry. That's a pretty healthy per carry average.
Wow. And those are 2 of the most incredible runs that I've ever seen at this level.
Tell you what, getting back to that Elvis thing, we might add the Beatles in there now.
Wow,
on those moves.
That was amazing.
That was pretty.
Right at midfield.
When he broke past the 50, it was over with. Low snap, Price gets it down, and Hansley puts the foot through it. Is it good? Yes. 5:50 to go. The only question in this one is who's going to have the ball last. 28-21, Denison leading Wylie. Back in a moment on Candy Country with more Denison High School football. The Yellow Jackets have had their woes this year. There's not a lot of question about that. I think everybody that's been to a few Jacket games would admit there's been some problems. Defensively, the Jackets have tried hard. No question about that, but it is worth the price of admission to watch number 16 carry the football. Butler's going to put the foot into this one. It's going to bounce off an up man, and it is going to be taken. He'll fall on it at the 26-yard line. So after the ball bounced off the chest of Anthony Prater, the Pirates get their worst starting field position in quite a while as Bohannon doesn't have a chance to return it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, you don't ever want to put it in his hands.
He goes to the midfield stripe just about every time on a kickoff return.
Well, the Sherman Bearcats have another punt blocked. Second time tonight, 14-3 after the Pirates score. They lead in the fourth quarter with the Bearcats. So if the Jackets can hold on to a win tonight here at Pirate Stadium, one way or the other, the winner next week is going to the playoffs, and the loser is going to stay home if that score holds from Poteet's Hamby Stadium. Joey Scott is buried in the backfield for one of the few times tonight, and after maligning the Denison defense off and on throughout the season, give them credit that time. They really fired off into the backfield that time.
Yeah, that's a great job. Momentum back on Denison's side and carrying on to the defense, and they just stopped him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
Lyman did the initial work, and Javier Sanchez, Javier on the spot, and Forrest Poole finished the job off on Joey Scott. It's a loss of 2, second down and 12. As Zachary in the shotgun calls for the football, he's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it near side. Has the middle screen set up to Jason Lucky out to the 35-yard line. Still going to the 40, and he's got the first down. That was a receiver, just an inside screen to the receiver, and Jason Lucky turned it upfield and got the first down.
He did. It was kind of
almost a pick play.
Little quick hitch into the flats, and the linebackers were nowhere to be around. They took the running backs outside, and the linebackers were just gone. He had all kinds of room to run, and Lucky has to be lucky because he's not very fast.
Well, it's going to come down to this. Somebody's got to stop the opponent's offense at least once, maybe twice. the remainder of this way, and that's going to be the team that's probably going to win. Jackets hope it's them. This is going to be a handoff. Scott, he's going to be tackled from behind. Nice job of downfield pursuit by, guess who? Lionel Moore. And I tell you what, Lionel Moore is becoming a player for the Yellow Jackets here in the late going of the season, and Mr. Moore is only a junior, so he'll be back a little bit stronger, a little bigger, ready to play next year, whatever happens in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, he may be the heart and soul of this defensive team right now, the way he's been playing.
Dan Hansen comes to the near side. He will join Robert Hibbets, and the Pirates are going to have to take a timeout. After struggling for a few years, the Rider Raiders have got it going in the right direction. And that win by Denison in week 1, a 43-31 triumph, looking a little better now as the Raiders have put together a pretty good season. This is going to be a reverse to Scott, tripped up from behind. And guess who? On the tripping, Javier on the spot. And he is going to stop him. Joey Scott is going to be stopped by Javier Sanchez after a 1.5-yard gain. It's going to be third down, nearly 5 yards to go. 3:49 and counting in the third quarter, 28-21 Denison.
Right now, this may be the play of the game. Third down and about 5 to go. If they can hold them here, the way they've been going back and forth, this would be very key to hold them here and get the football back.
5 out of 9 in third down conversions. Watch out for Chris Bohannon on the near side. 3 receivers set. Zachary back to pass. He's looking for Bohannon. Got him. He's got the first down. Well, the Yellow Jackets gave him a lot of cushion, and they gave him too much. He caught the ball well beyond the first down marker and pounded his way downfield for another 2 or 3 yards to the Yellow Jacket 42-yard line. So Denison has been unable to come up with any answers defensively tonight against the Wylie offense. And if they want to win this game, at some point they're going to have to come up with a few answers and keep them out of the end zone. Bohannon and Hansen to the far side, near side, a receiver for the Pirates. Zachary, the quarterback. Scott behind him. Scott gets the handoff. Tough running, sledding upfield for 2 or 3 tough yards. We'll give him 4. And it'll be second down and about 6.5 yards to go for the Pirates. 2:55 to go in the third, 28-21. Denison in a precarious lead over the Wylie Pirates in Week 9 competition. 14-0 Salina over Gunner in the third. Durant 16-6 over Pryor. The Durant Lions looking for their first win of the season. Zachary, the quarterback for the Pirates. This is a handoff. Left side, Scott. He's got room to run. 35-30 outside 25. Cuts it into the 20 and is ridden out of bounds. Is that DeJuan Gentry over there? It is. Gentry saves the touchdown, and Scott just rode the great job up front by his offensive line. And
it's going to be a 19-yard pickup.
The Pirates in business, knocking on the Yellow Jacket door.
Denison's had them pinned quite a bit, you know, third and long, second and long, but they keep giving up the big play.
Jackets have really struggled tonight in stopping the Pirate offense. That's somewhat of a surprise. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Scott behind Zachary on the draw play. Scott up the middle, lots of room to run to the 13-yard line where it closes down, but it's a 7 to 8-yard gain, and the Wylie offensive line having their way right now with the Yellow Jacket defensive front.
We'll call it a 6-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 4. And they are knocking on the door.
Ball on the 13-yard line of the Denison Yellow Jackets. Scott, not nearly as impressive at this point as DeJuan Gentry, but he has a very effective 133 yards rushing on the night. On a lot more carries, 25 carries. This is going to be Zachary handing it off to Lucky, coming near side, gets a block to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Wylie. 13 yards out, Jason Lucky finds his way to the end zone, and the Yellow Jackets find the score a point away from being knotted up once again. Ryan Miller on for the PAT, Gossett to hold it, and we're a point away from a 28-all game. Good snap, good hold. Miller's kicks on the way, and it's good. Timeout on the field. 1:36 to go in the third. 28-28. Denison and the Wylie Pirates knotted up. We're closing in on the fourth quarter. Back in a moment on Katy Country with more Denison High School football.
That one, 9 plays, 74 yards, took 4 minutes, 14 seconds off the clock. And it was Jason Lucky who scored from 13 yards out. And once again, they tie the ball game. It's 28-28 in the fourth.
Ryan Miller's going to bang this one, and he's going to kick it deep to the end zone. It is going to go out of the back of the end zone. No chance for a return for Antoine Craddock. And the Yellow Jackets come out to the 20-yard line. The Pirates are pumped, and guarantee you Big Mo is coming over to the maroon and white side right now. The home crowd sensing the upset in the brewing. 28-28. Yellow Jackets in a dogfight from Pirates Stadium in Wylie, Texas. Yellow Jacket offense getting some instructions from Coach Racy Guess and Coach Bob Brown on the far sideline, and Yellow Jackets are going to have to come out and do some offensive work again. Gentry in the eye. Ryan Johnson, the fullback. B.J. Porter is the wideout. Gentry gets the toss, heads right side, and he is caught from behind, tackled after a short gain of 1, perhaps 2 yards. Sean Beasley on the stop for the Pirates, who after a 67-yard gallop for a touchdown a few moments ago, Gentry's next carry only a yard. $1:11 to go in the third quarter, and you can definitely feel the tension building on the Yellow Jackets bandwagon, because this is a must-win situation, and this game is starting to get a little bit ugly. Blitz look by the Pirates. This is going to be Ryan Johnson bursting up the middle through the 8-man front on 2nd down and 9. He picks up 3 or 4 yards out to the 26-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and long for the Yellow Jackets, and the Yellow Jackets on the night in the 3rd down conversion department have not had things go the way that they would want them to. With 35 seconds to go in the third quarter, facing 3rd down, a little better than I was thinking it was. 5 out of 7 is the mark, but this is 3rd down and a long 4.
Would you give it to Gentry right here?
Power eye look. The power comes to the near side this time, and this is going to be a bobbled snap. The ball is loose, and the Pirates have recovered.
Uh-oh.
Well, with 14 seconds to go, Casey Price does not get a clean exchange from center. He never had control of the football. There was a scramble for it immediately, and the Pirates are banging on the Denison door once again. At the 28-yard line, they turn the Yellow Jackets for the 2nd time this half have put the ball on the turf inside the 30-yard line. The Pirates, the first time, gave the gift right back. It's going to be up to the Yellow Jacket defense to dial up some answers here. 28-28 in the third quarter, 14 seconds to go in the quarter, and the Pirates with the football at the Yellow Jacket 26. Zachary, quick throw. He's going to loft it to the end zone. Bohannon trying to run under it. Good coverage downfield. Landon Powell never let Bohannon cut in for the football, and there will be 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it is very important, Monty Walker, that with the passing attack that the Wylie Pirates have, that the Jackets hold them out of the end zone this time, because in the fourth quarter the Pirates would have to be throwing into the wind when they elect to go to the air.
Let's remind you that they do have a kicker that can kick the ball from way out there, so they've got to hold them and actually push them back a little bit.
Wylie with 2 timeouts remaining in the second half of play from the shotgun. Eric Zachary, 3 receivers load up to the far side. Now Scott will switch sides with Zachary. Low snaps. Zachary gets it, trying to set up the screen. Here comes the pressure. He's going to tuck it up and run to the 20, to the 15. He is going to go down near the 12-yard line. That is the end of the third quarter, and we're coming back to the fourth stanza in just a moment.
I would watch Jason Lucky on this play right here.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 near. This is Zachary on the handoff to Lucky. He's got nowhere to ball. The ball is loose. The Jackets may have recovered. I think they have. Denison has the football, and so after turnovers, 2 turnovers in the second half, deep in Yellow Jacket territory, the Jacket defense returns the favor. Once again, Forrest Poole on the fumble recovery.
We said that's the big play. They apparently were focusing in on Jason Lucky as well, and they did, and they swarmed him, and they took the ball away from him.
That was a simple takeaway, as you said. No 2 ways about it. They stood Lucky up and began stripping away at the ball, and Forrest Poole is Johnny on the spot this time as he jumps on the football at the 20-yard line. The Jackets with new life, tied up 28-28. They avert the Wylie scoring opportunity again after the turnover. Offset eye look. B.J. Porter to the near side. This is going to be a play action. Price, he's going to throw it downfield. Ryan Johnson wide open at the 40, 45 to the 50, to the 43-yard line in Wylie territory. And Casey Price laid a rope into a wide open Ryan Johnson out of the backfield. 37-yard reception for Ryan Johnson.
What a great play. What a great call and what a great play. Ryan Johnson just simply was wide open, took the ball, and scampered 37 yards. Great play and great call.
Great call. The play action froze the backers for Wylie as Gentry froze everybody up tight. This is going to be a bobbled snap. Price does a good job to get back on the ball. Tell you what, that was scary right there. The ball rolling around on the turf. It's a loss of 1, so second down and 11 coming up. 11:27 to go in the game. 28-28. Wylie and Denison tied up in week 9. It's this simple. Denison's 4-4. They are 1-2 in district play. Sherman losing to Poteet 14-13. A Jacket win tonight, a Sherman loss tonight, and week 10 is an elimination grudge match between the Bearcats and the Yellow Jackets. The winner would go to the playoffs. The loser would stay at home. Power look for the Yellow Jackets. Gentry gets the toss. He'll come up the field, disappears in the pile, and he moves it forward 2 or 3 yards. Not much room to run there. It'll be third down and 8. 10:52 to go in the game, and we are knotted up 28 apiece.
Very key for Denison to convert right here and go on to score and take the lead once again.
Well, it has not been the offense that has struggled tonight, but right now facing a key third down and 9. 6 out of 8 on the night for the Jackets in third down conversions. They need to convert here. This is Johnson. He gets the toss. He is going to be stopped about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first down, and it may be decision time for Coach Bob Brown and the Jackets. Third down or fourth down rather, and 5 yards to go. 10:14 to go in the game. And the Jackets are going to go for it here. Landon Powell checking into the ball game. Denison on the season in fourth down conversions, 6 out of 13. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Power eye look. Fourth down and 5. This is a toss to Gentry. He's going to the near side. He's got the first down. Wait a minute. It's going to depend on the spot. He leaned forward, put the ball over what I thought was the marker. It is going to be a measurement on fourth down. He may have gotten the left foot measurement, and if we need to check in ever with Jason Smith, it's now. Jason, what do you think?
There we go. It's not look good now, guys. It looks like we're...
Well, I'm going to tell you, I think that Gentry got the old left foot spot, and it's going to be short. It is short, and the Wylie Pirates hold the Yellow Jackets. Gentry gave it everything he had, and as he was being tackled, he leaned forward. The only thing that you could say is that the official said his knee touched the ground. And we've got an update from Hanby Stadium. The Bearcats closing in on the Pirates, 14-11 in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth. And here in this one, 28-28, a tie or a loss, and Denison is eliminated from playoff contention. It's that simple. The Jackets go for it on 4th and 5. They fall inches short, and here come the Pirates with the ball at their own 36-yard line. Zachary's going to hand it off. Scott comes up the middle, breaks free for 4 or 5 yards after being touched around the line of scrimmage. He surged up the middle and picked up some tough sledding yards. It'll be second down and 5. And if Big Mo is anywhere on the field, it started to swing the way of the Wylie Pirates.
Probably the largest crowd that Wylie's had all year, being homecoming. They definitely sense victory, and they want to see it.
Well, the Jackets rolled the dice, come up empty. Now it's up to the defense to once again come up with an answer. They did a few moments ago. He'll be called upon here. Scott has nowhere to go. He's going to be tackled for a loss. He tried to come near side.
That was a great play by James Robertson on the right end. Was there and stuffed him for no gain.
Well, it is pride time right now. It's this simple, folks. 9 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the game. A tie doesn't work. A loss doesn't work. If Denison has any playoff life, they have to win tonight. Third down and 4.5 yards to go for the Pirates. The ball sitting on the 40-yard line. We are knotted up 28 apiece. Denison and Wylie from Pirate Stadium in Wylie, Texas. The Pirates are going to call a timeout. 3rd and 4. Zachary's going to throw it. He's got his man. He is going to be tackled after getting the first down. That was, again, that quick look in. And it is going to be Brandon Fouts on the reception. And the Wylie Pirates, there's just no way to say this nicely. The Yellow Jackets have not come up with any answers tonight.
Well, Wylie is getting all the big plays that they need. They keep converting on 3rd downs. And you've just got to stop a couple of those. You've got to get the football back. You've got to make them punt. And they're not doing that.
Well, Jackets go for it on 4th down and 5, and they fall inches short. I thought it was a good decision to go for it. Gentry gave it everything he had. He couldn't get the first down. This is going to be Scott. He's going to be pinballed for no gain on the play.
Great play coming up. DeJuan Gentry for support from the safety position and really knocked the fire out of Scott. He came up. Looked like he was about to break through the line, and Gentry came up and really just clocked him.
Boy, he did come up and clock him. 2nd down and 10. The clock, the all-important factor. 7:54 to go in the ball game. 28-28. Could we be heading to overtime? The Jackets, no two ways to slice it. They got to win. It's that simple. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 far side from the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Eric Zachary calls for the ball. Back to pass. Here comes the Jacket pressure. It's going to be knocked away. There's going to be there it is. The late flag comes in. I thought there was going to be no interference called, but I'm afraid that there was some interference. Javier Sanchez came over the back.
He was actually going for the football. Looked like he was going to make the pick, but he happened to be over the back of the receiver.
Yeah, he got there a half step too soon. The officials huddling, they might say that it was uncatchable, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It's going to be pass interference on the Jackets. The Denison coaching staff very unhappy. It was a close play, no question about it.
Really, to be honest with you, it looked like a good play to me because he was going for the ball. He actually got a hand on the ball. He was behind him, yes, but I thought he made a great play.
Of course, the official, they have not. It's going to be a first down. The ball at the 49-yard line. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. That's Bohannon goes in motion. This is going to be a fake reverse to him. Zachary's trying to get outside, and he's going to be tackled from behind. And Robertson does a great job of hauling him down from behind. James Robertson, the defensive end.
Robertson there, Javier Sanchez on support. Had Sanchez not been there, guess who? Gentry was there, and Gentry would have topped him off. But defense playing an outstanding stand right there on 1st down, holding him for 0 yards. And here we go, 2nd and 10. Denison's got to hold him right here.
2nd and 10 coming to the near side is going to be Robert Hibbets, far side of Dan Hansen and Chris Bohannon. Joey Scott in the backfield behind Eric Zachary, the quarterback. 2nd and 10. This is a draw play. Scott's got room to run. 45, 40, up the field to the 35, and tackled at the 30 of Denison. 1st and 10, Wylie, a 20-yard pickup by Joey Scott on the draw play.
Ronnie Ford and DeJuan Gentry on that touchdown saving tackle. My goodness, big play after big play for Wylie. They're about to break the back of Denison's defense.
Well, 6:45 to go, and you're getting the feeling that this one is starting to slip away from the Yellow Jackets. The Pirates moving the ball. 1st and 10, tied up at 28 in the 4th quarter. From the 30, this is going to be a handoff. Scott coming left side. He's going to be stopped after a 2-yard gain. There is a penalty marker on the play, and I think perhaps someone jumped a little bit too soon for the Pirates. If so, it would be one of their few infractions of the night. And I think it's going to go against the Pirates. We'll wait and sort this out. Illegal procedure, the indication against the Pirates. 5-yard mark off. Only the 2nd penalty of the night against the Pirates. It's been a relatively clean game penalty-wise. Mark Ball very unhappy on the near sideline. He does not like that penalty, and you can understand why. He's trying to get his team into the win column for the 2nd time. And don't know about the situation down here, but I know that a lot of folks don't like putting up with only 4 wins in 3 years, and I'm sure that their coaching staff feeling some pressure to win some games. Bohannon will split to the far side. 2 receivers come near. Scott behind Zachary. This is going to be deep handoff. Scott, he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, still turning forward. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 tough yards that he should not have picked up. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and somehow kept churning forward, kept the legs pumping. He is down, though.
Aaron Reinhardt had him in his grasp. Looked like he was going to be down for no yards, but like you said, pumping his legs, and he kept on going, and he got about 3 or 4 yards up to the initial line of scrimmage.
2.5 minutes to go in the game, 14-11. The Bearcats, can they win the close game against Poteet? Zachary on second down. This is a handoff. Lucky coming to the near side, trying to get outside. Can't do it. Is going to be tackled at the 29-yard line. Third down and long coming up for the Pirates. The clock will continue to run. 5:25 and cranking in the ball game. 28 all. And the Jackets have got to hold the Pirates out of the end zone here. If Denison has any playoff hopes whatsoever, it hinges on a victory tonight. A tie is no good. A loss is no good.
If they do score, you'd like to, well, you don't like to see them score, but they need to do it quickly to leave time for Denison to come back.
3 receivers to the far side from the shotgun. Zachary on third down and 8. Lucky will switch sides. Zachary with the ball. He's going to throw it. Throws it over the middle. Got his man. First down at the 19-yard line.
Big play after big play after big play on third downs.
4:45 to go in the game. 28-28. Wylie, 1 win on the season. No wins in district play, trying to reverse those fortunes and up in the Jackets, send them to 4-5 on the year, 1-3 in district play, and end their playoff aspirations in 1999. Bohannon, the man that has been the story for most of the game, receiving-wise for the Pirates, will split to the far side. Hansen and bounce to the near side. Handoff. Scott met in the backfield. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
Forrest Poole, nice play.
Well, the problem here, Monty Walker, is that while the Jackets just made a nice play defensively, the clock is winding at 4 minutes and 11 seconds. The ball is on the 19-yard line. And as you mentioned, if the Pirates are going to score, Denison's got to hope they've got some time to work with. The ball is going to be spotted at the 21. It would be a field goal into the wind should that become something the Pirates would toy with. Hansen and Bohannon to the far side. 2nd and 12. Pivot to the near side. Hansen goes in motion. Eric Zachary, he's going to hit. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to be hit from behind and sacked for a loss. The ball might have popped free. Now the official says that Zachary was down. The ball popped free after the contact, and Eric Zachary is slow to get up. It will be third down and long. The clock running, 3:26 to go in the game. 28-28. Denison wants a timeout. We're going to stay right here. Sherman, we understand, actually scored a touchdown, but it was called back on a penalty. So they're still trying to find a way into the end zone. Third down and 18 for the Pirates. 3 receivers. Bohannon comes in motion. This is going to be a throwback to the quarterback. The quarterback got it open at the 30 to the 25. The Jackets are going to stop him well short of the first down. It will be 4th down from the 20-yard line. Bohannon got it, tried to toss it back to Gossett. He is stopped about 10 yards shy of the first down. With 3:12 to go, the Jackets take another timeout. We'll stay right here. 28-28. 4th down and 10 yards to go for the Pirates. The Jackets have got to stop the Pirates. They cannot give up any points with 3:12 to go. This is going to be a field goal attempt by Ryan Miller. A 40. This is a 36-yard effort, 37-yard effort. Gossett to hold high snap. He bobbles it. The Yellow Jackets are going to fall on the ball, and the Yellow Jackets are going to hold defensively. The defense bent but did not break with 3:07 to go. It is now time for prime time and the Yellow Jacket offense to take it to the promised land.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
Miller lining up for a 37-yard effort into a 15 to 20-yard or mile-per-hour wind. And I'm going to tell you, he's got a pretty good leg. He wasn't going to make that field goal, not to that wind. If there's ever been a time for prime time to step up to the plate, it's right now in his senior season. The Jackets with the ball at the 26-yard line. Offset eye look, wing to the right. This is going to be Price rolling. He wants to throw all day. He's got his man Jason Cook, the tight end, out to the 38-yard line. First down for Denison. It is the first catch of the year for Jason Cook, the second tight end for the Yellow Jackets.
You feel the sense of urgency for Denison. Everybody getting up in the huddle. Everybody getting set and ready to go. Everybody up to the line.
2:59 to go in the game. 28-28. Wylie trying for win number 2. Denison trying for win number 5. A win by Denison, their playoff lives live. A loss, and it's over with. The Yellow Jackets are going to toss it to Gentry. He is going to try to bounce outside. He gets out to the 41-yard line. Gentry's had a couple of nice big runs tonight, but lately there hasn't been a whole lot of room to run.
We've talked about this kind of off the air a lot of times. Gentry seems to have that extra gear, and it looked like right then he's putting it into that extra gear. Not a lot. I mean, not anybody that I've seen has that extra gear, but him.
2:26 and counting, 28-28. Sherman knotted up with less than a minute to go against Poteet. Denison and Wylie knotted up. Could it be overtime for both clubs? We'll see in a few moments. 2nd down and 7. This is the toss. Gentry comes up the field to the 45, gets near the marker for the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1.5 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. The ball spotted at the 47.
If it is ever prime time, it is right now.
2 minutes to go. Rolling inside of 2 minutes now. The Jackets quickly to the line. 3rd down and 1. Power I, 2 tight set from the 47. This is the toss. Gentry comes to the near side. Breaks free. 40 to the 40-yard line and tackled at the 39. It's a 1st down, and he was literally a man away from taking it the distance. I got so excited when I saw the hole open up, I tripped over the tongue and thought he might take it in. But it's a 13-yard run and a 1st down for the Jackets. The ball at the 40. 1:43 to go. The ball at the 40. A stiff wind behind the Yellow Jackets. Could they ask Jonathan Hensley to win the game for them? This is going to be Price. He's going to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught. Clint Gillespie on the far sidelines at the 32. He stayed in bounds. Denison with only 1 timeout remaining. The clock rolling. 1:21 and counting. 2nd down. 2 yards to go. The ball at the 32. Power I look. This is going to be a toss. Gentry. He takes it to the 30. Outside to the 25. It's a 1st down.
Great block out there by Cook. Really opening the hole. Gentry running like a madman here in the 4th quarter. Like we say, he's got it in that extra gear.
The Yellow Jackets with only 1 timeout remaining. 28-28. The clock will start when they set the sticks. It's rolling at 1:07 to go. The Jackets to the line of scrimmage. The ball at the 26. A score by Denison, and their playoff lives would continue for another week. This is the quick throw inside. It was almost intercepted and taken the distance by Brandon Fouts. Nothing but 65 yards of pay dirt between him and a touchdown, and he couldn't hold on.
Brandon Fouts read that perfectly, knew exactly where Casey Price was going to go. Casey Price stood back, throwing over to the left side, and he was right there on the spot. And I'm telling you what, Brandon Fouts would have went the distance.
Landon Powell was the intended wideout, and Casey unfortunately telegraphed that one. The Jackets were fortunate to get away. Offsides coming, or illegal procedure coming up against the Jackets.
That's going to be Jason.
Somebody set and jumped, and it's Jason Cook.
It's Jason Cook, and he knows it, and he's very upset at himself.
Well, composure is going to be very important in the final 56 seconds of this one. What was 2nd down and 10 is now 2nd down and 15. The Jackets nearly give the game up on what could have been an interception. The penalty drives them back 5 yards. And could it be time for prime time to answer the bell once again? This is the option to Gentry. Outside, 35, 30, cuts it in, 25, 20, high stepping to the 10, to the 5. He dives for the pylon, and he's tackled at the 1-yard line.
They're going to call him out at the 5. Gentry in 6th gear, rolling down the sideline. One of his offensive linemen missed the block, but it didn't matter. He ran right by him. Great play by Gentry. He's taking it all of the men on by himself.
Give Casey Price a lot of credit. He waited to the last minute before pitching the ball. 1st and goal from the 5. The ball game on the line. Power I look to the right, and the Jackets jump again. The Jackets, unbelievably, on 1st and goal from the 5 with 46 seconds to go, jump again, and for the second, you know they're excited, you know they're pumped up, but 1st and goal from the 5 is suddenly 1st and goal from the 9.5. And that's a lot of difference, folks, with 46 seconds to go in the game. A field goal would win it. Don't forget that. Power I look to the left. Gentry in the backfield. This is a fake to him. It's a toss to Landon Powell. Wide open. Stick it in the end zone. Put it on the scoreboard. 9-yard touchdown pass. Casey Price to a wide open Landon Powell. And the Jackets live with 41 seconds to go. They own a 34-28 lead.
Holy cow, what a ball game, Lynn Burkhead.
You could see it set up. It was the play fake to Gentry that throws everybody. Landon Powell peeled off the line out of the power eye look. He was wide open at the 5. Price laid it in over the shoulder perfectly, and Landon Powell, for the second time tonight, is in the end zone. He never broke stride, and Hansley's on to give the Jackets another point, but there's a penalty marker, and the Jackets are guilty of procedure again. A wild finish in Wylie, Texas. 34-28, 41 seconds to go, and this is a crucial extra point for the Jackets. This one is not over until it reads triple zeros. This is week 1 against Ryder all over again. Hansley will back up to the ball will be spotted at the 15 on the extra point. Hansley, the left-footed kicker, he's been perfect tonight. Price calls for the ball. Hansley puts the foot in, and guess what? Mr. Hansley has given the Jackets a 35-28 lead. 41 seconds to go. We're not going anywhere. And here we go. 41 seconds to go. Hansley's going to approach the football, and he's going to squib it. It's going to go to the 40-yard line and out of bounds. The penalty marker is going to fly, and that is not what the Jackets were hoping for.
Well, they didn't want to squib it. They didn't want to kick it in the air, but they didn't want to squib it out of bounds. And that may be costly.
Well, it's going to give the Pirates excellent field position. You were kind of in that no man's land. You did not want to kick it deep to Bohannon, but you sure didn't want to boot it out at the 39. And the Pirates start 61 yards away. It's this simple. If Denison can hold on for 41 seconds to a touchdown lead against the Pirates, they'll take win number 5 home. And they'll wait to see the outcome of an overtime game now at Hamby Stadium. 14-14, Sherman and Poteet at the end of regulation. This is Zachary from the shotgun. He'll send Bohannon in motion. 1st and 10 from the Pirate 39-yard line. Zachary calls for the ball, pumps right. Now he's going to launch it downfield. He's going to throw it. It's going to be knocked away. The Jackets come up with a big defensive play on the sideline, and guess who did it? Landon Powell, who a moment ago got what could be the game-winning touchdown, knocks it down in front of Chris Bohannon.
That was a great play by Landon Powell. It was a jump ball. Both of them went up. Powell is the one that got the hands on it and knocked it down.
You could see the ball hanging in the wind as Zachary tried to really launch it downfield, and it just simply didn't go very far. It held up. 2nd down and 10, 34 seconds to go. The ball at the Pirate 39. Oh, man, hang on to your hats and get on the edge of your seat. Zachary calls for the ball. He's going to throw it downfield. Got a man wide open, and he can't get it to him. Had a man wide open. Gentry was the umbrella safety valve, and he was going to close in quickly and make the tackle on Hibbett. But Hibbett was wide open. He broke free from Ronnie Ford. He ran 10 yards downfield against Ford and then cut it to the inside. It was the skinny post. And at that time, the Pirates had the play they wanted, but not the result. 30 seconds to go. It is 3rd down and 10. 35-28. Denison leading over Wylie. Can the Jackets hang on and win? This is going to be Zachary calling for the ball. He's back to pass, throws for Bohannon. He can't hold on to the ball. At the 45-yard line, it was slightly thrown behind Bohannon, but it hit him in the hands, and he could not hold on to it. Incomplete. 4th down and 10 with 25 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Make it or break it time for the Wylie Pirates.
If the Jackets win, they live for another week. If they were to lose this game somehow, there would be 1 game left in this century for the Yellow Jacket football program. 25 ticks left. 35-28, Denison in the lead. Zachary from the shotgun on 4th and 10. Back to pass. He's going to throw. He underthrows, and Bohannon is not going to catch it. It's incomplete, and the Jackets are going to win for the 2nd week in a row on a clutch 4th quarter drive, and the Jackets lead 35-28. They'll go to the knee 1 time and put it in the books and head to the Battle of the Axe.
Boy, this is a great game. We made the trip over here not knowing what we'd see. Hopefully a big showcase by the Denison offense. We saw that, but we weren't expecting to see the big offense by Wylie. Wow, what a game we saw.
And I tell you what, we just saw something that is total class on the field at the 48-yard line. DeJuan Gentry and Chris Bohannon met and said, hey, two Warriors went at it for 4 quarters. One had a little more than the other. Hey, you played a great game. They shook hands and parted ways. I wouldn't be surprised if those two knock heads somewhere down the road on a Saturday afternoon somewhere. Gentry is the safety valve, and the Jackets are going to, bless their hearts, are going to be guilty of jumping off sides again. They didn't have enough men in the game as they try to go to the knee for the final snap of the football game. The ball at the 44 now of Denison. Wylie hoping for a miracle or a turnover or something. They're trying to flood the gaps. Price goes to the knee, gets the snap, and this one is going to go in the books. The clock winding at 15 seconds and counting, and this one is over with in Wylie, Texas. For the second consecutive week, the Jackets find out what they're made of, and that's big-time hard in the 4th quarter as they come from behind to defeat the Wylie Pirates. Or actually, they have to score at the end of the game to defeat the Wylie Pirates. 35-28, the final score as the clock runs to triple zeros.